Hello, welcome to Camera Confidence, Confidence Boosts. I'm Caroline Prisabella, founder of Camera Confidence. At Camera Confidence, we help job hunters to harness hope, gain camera confidence, ace their video interviews, and get that job. Today, I wanted to share with you about going with the favour. Going with the favour. Have you ever looked at your life and found that you seem to have favour in some areas and then not with others? Being favoured is a very lovely thing. It's lovely to be favoured by people. And when you are favoured, particularly in the job area or whatever, doors will open for you. People will give you connections and they will go out of their way to help you. Now, there's the opposite of favour. So when you're not finding favour, when you're disfavoured, people won't like you. You may not even have a reason for it. They will not want to hang around you. They won't open doors. They may not even want to even talk to you. Now, understanding your field of favour has been a real journey for me. Because in the past, I have operated in places where I've had a lot of favour. And it was great. But when I didn't have favour, where I just wasn't getting any open doors, I could be knocking on doors, and none of the doors would open. Figurative doors, nothing would open. And I would get frustrated at myself. But what you have to understand is you have a field of favour. And so when you have a field of favour, you will also have fields of disfavour, no favour. And it's learning to understand where the favour is, where your field of favour is, and to not take offence when you don't experience favour. To be able to kind of go, okay, thanks, move on, is very important when you're learning to understand favour and your field of favour and when you are not favoured. Because you can beat yourself up when you are not favoured. What's wrong with me? They don't like me. There's some stats that say, and I will read this, 25% of people you meet won't like you and never will. 25% of people won't like you, but could be persuaded to like you. 25% of people could like you, but they could be persuaded not to like you. And then 25% of people will like you, and they will not be persuaded to not like you. So they will like you no matter what. It's quite a helpful statistic to understand that not everybody will like you and favour you. And when you're journeying that journey, especially when you're looking for work, as a job hunter, if you are looking for work and you don't have favour in a particular area, instead of being frustrated that you don't have favour, instead of beating down and wasting time, beating down doors and wasting time, learn to recognise where your favour is, where your field of favour is, and go in that direction. I've got an example of, when I was working in media and I was working in a particular area, I was working for a network and I was working in a particular area, but at the time I wasn't trained in another area as sufficiently as I needed to be. And so therefore I would go into the network. This is a network I'd worked with previously, and I would go in and I would do free work for them in this particular area. And I'd go in quite regularly. Basically, I'm training myself up. But doors never opened in that particular area. And it would frustrate me. I'd be like, why is that not? Why are doors not opening? Frustrated the heck out of me. And I would look at myself and I would think, this, like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me that I can't, that people don't want me? Am I really bad at that job? Am I really bad? Like I was really questioning myself. So this is the thing, when you don't understand your field of favor, and on the opposite hand, when you don't understand where you are not favored. Because just because you are not favored somewhere doesn't mean that you've got to not look at that as a reflection on yourself. It's very easy to look at disfavor as being a reflection of yourself. There's another scenario that I've been walking through in my business, where I met someone that is working in the field that my business is, and this person, so I went to an event. It was an event that they were running. I spent the day there, and I spent time connecting and meeting people, and wanted to meet this particular person. Now, there was no reason why they couldn't. They weren't busy. Towards the end of the day, I knew it was a time where I'd been told, okay, they won't be busy then. So eventually I got a connection and a moment to just go and chat with them. Well, this person completely palmed me off, didn't want anything to do with me, nothing to do with me. In actual fact, they literally grabbed somebody else who wasn't even in the area that this person was working, and they go, oh, here, do your elevator pitch to them. And I was like, anyway, so I had this conversation with this other person who was absolutely a little bit relevant, but not. And I spent time with them and talking to them. They needed encouragement, so I encouraged them. But this particular person they didn't like me. They had no reason not to like me. They'd never met me before. They wouldn't connect with me on LinkedIn, and I would look at that situation, but what the heck? Like, surely they would just give me a moment, a brief moment of their time. But no, nothing. And so in the past, I would have looked at that situation and thought, what is wrong with me? Yeah, they don't want anything to me. They don't like me. They don't like the business, blah, blah, blah. Now I look at it and I go, okay, see you later. Thank you very much. You're not my field of favor. But then on the opposite hand, then I've met some amazing people who have given me their time, who I see that I am favored with, that I have favor with, and they are opening connections, and we just have amazing relationships and amazing discussions, but that is a field of favor. So I want to encourage you today is, where is your field of favor? Where is your field of favor? And when you start looking for where your field of favor is, and then when you go where the favor is, that's when doors open. So if you have, you want to go this direction, but, no doors are opening, and you're knocking, and nothing is pushing and nothing moving, starts moving, start gazing around your scenery and just looking, where is your field of favor? Where doors start opening, where you have favor, where people just instantly connect with you and they want to be able to help you or open doors for you, that is your field of favor. Now, this is a really big thing to learn, because it's something that took me years to start to understand, and I'm still on this journey, the journey of learning to understand where my field of favor is. So this is really key. And it's key for you as well, whether you're a business person or whether you're working in a company and you want to move up or move into a different area and you're not getting a break. Start to understand and seek to understand what your field of favor is. and go in the direction of your field of favour. Have an amazing day, and remember to let your brilliance shine.